All right, let's see. All right. Anyone in here? Let's see. So I think there's some people in here right now. There's somebody here. I think so. If somebody's here, give me a like. Um, we're gonna start the live in a little bit, and we're gonna do a daily teaching or two. It just depends if we have people coming in. Thank you so much for that. All right, so we're gonna do we're gonna do a teaching right now. The teaching will be the first teaching we'll do right now in a little bit will be about the purple robe Santa Muerte energy. Um, hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Hey, what's up, David? How's it going, bro? How's everything going? ¿Cómo estás? How's everything? So we're gonna do a teaching right now. We're gonna tired. That's good, bro. Tired is good. That means you're doing stuff. You know what I mean? So that's good. Tired is good. So right now we're gonna do a explanation of the purple Santa Muerte. Um, and then we're gonna do another teaching probably. Depending on how much time we have, I'll get into it. If we have time, I'll do two teachings. And if not, I'll do one. Thanks for that, bro. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Thank you, Lady Phoenix. May be blessed now forever. May God guide you and Santa Muerte always protect you. All right, so we're going to do the explanation of the purple robe. I should probably get started right now because it's already 8 o'clock and I know, like, it's probably late for a lot of people. This morning, I got up and I was doing, I've been falling a little bit back into what I used to do for work. So I've been busy a little bit trying to make sure that my mortgage is paid, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to see if I can just get going and make some, as they say, ends. Um, anyways, let's start with this teaching. It's going to be the daily teaching. We're on day 22, I believe. All right, we're on day 22 of these daily teachings. Once I record them, I'm gonna put them up on Patreon. But I might put them on also on TikTok, but for I guess for the subscribers. But Patreon is also going to be a place where you can go see these videos. So let's just cut into it. All right. Let me start today's teaching. And real quick, the energy is that of correction still today. So right now, what I'm gonna say is I want to also thank David and his sister for fixing the statue behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and probably make her alter in the next few days, and you won't be seeing her no more. After a few days, I'm gonna put her away on a special kind of altar, and we're gonna go ahead and do all the difficult works through her. So she's about to carry us on her back, is what I'm trying to say. All right, let me go into this teaching, and we're gonna go into this teaching, and this is gonna be a Santa Muerte teaching, and it's gonna be for the purple robe. All right, purple energy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that good right there? I think that's good. All right. All right. Let's get going on this. Ready? So we're gonna do a teaching. This is about the purple robe. Here we go. La Santa Muerte Daily Teachings. Day 22. The purple robe. Spiritual discipline. Wisdom. And why it demands maturity. Spoken under God Almighty and La Santísima Muerte. This is wisdom, not psychic hype. not visions for attention, not spiritual performance. This teaching matters because the purple robe is one of the most misused aspects of devotion. Not because people do not know about it, but because they approach it with the wrong posture. People hear purple and immediately think visions, downloads, psychic ability, hidden knowledge, being advanced, being special. So they reach for purple, expecting elevation, confirmation, or spiritual excitement. That posture misses the point entirely. The purple robe is not about gaining something new. It is about disciplining what is already present. And discipline is not exciting. It is humbling. It is quiet. It is corrective. First hard truth. Wisdom is not information. Information can be collected. It can be repeated. It can be shown off. Wisdom must be lived. It must be tested. It must survive restraint. Many people know spiritual language. Very few live with spiritual discipline. Purple does not respond to curiosity alone. It does not respond to intelligence. It does not respond to belief. It responds to restraint. If you are chasing messages, signs, sensations, or reassurance, purple will feel quiet, distant, or unresponsive. That is not rejection. That is correction. Purple does not feed the mind. It trains it. Second hard truth. Purple requires silence before insight. Most people want answers immediately. Purple asks if you can sit without answers. Most people want to hear something. Purple asks if you can be still long enough to notice what has already been revealed. True wisdom does not rush. It does not overwhelm. It does not demand attention. It settles. If your mind is loud, reactive, emotional, or restless, purple will not perform for you. It will wait. That waiting is the work. That discomfort is the discipline. Why people struggle with the purple robe. People struggle with purple because ego wants advancement. Purple gets associated with being above others, having secret insight, seeing what others cannot. So imagination becomes vision. Emotion becomes message. Personal bias becomes truth. Purple dismantles that quickly. It exposes mental instability, fantasy, spiritual bypassing, ego-driven narratives, unchecked beliefs. When people feel nothing dramatic after working with purple, they assume it is weak or ineffective. No. It revealed that their mind needed discipline, not stimulation. Third hard truth. Purple does not increase gifts. It stabilizes them. If something has intuitive ability, purple grounds it. If someone lacks grounding, purple exposes confusion. Seeing without discipline leads to paranoia. Feeling without discipline leads to overwhelmness. Knowing without humility leads to arrogance. Purple does not soften these patterns. It corrects them. This is why many people step away from purple quickly. It demands maturity instead of feeding fantasy. What the purple robe is actually for. The purple robe is for spiritual discipline, mental clarity, wisdom through restraint, stabilizing intuition, deepening discernment, quiet understanding, long-term spiritual maturity. It is especially appropriate when you need clarity without emotional chaos or charge. You are learning to trust silence. You want insight without obsession. You are grounding intuitive sensitivity. You are refining judgment and restraint. Purple is about depth, not display. It matures the mind over time. What the purple robe is not for. This must be clear. The purple robe is not for chasing visions, seeking attention, feeling superior, avoiding responsibility, spiritual role playing, forcing insight. If you are desperate to feel something, purple will feel distant. That distance is intentional. It teaches you to stop reaching and start stabilizing. When purple should be set aside. Do not work with purple if your emotions are unstable. Your thoughts are racing. You are seeking validation. You are obsessed with signs. You have not built basic discipline. Purple requires grounding. If your foundation is shaky, return to white for cleansing or gold for stability and authority. Wisdom cannot stand on disorder. How to work with the purple robe correctly. Purple work should be minimal and intentional. A clean setup looks like one purple candle or image, clean altar, clean water, calm posture, no expectations, no forcing, no interpreting every thought, no chasing sensations. Sit, observe, let the mind slow down. Purple works when you stop trying to control the experience. How to pray with purple. Keep it restrained and honest. You can say, God Almighty, grant me wisdom and clarity. Santa Muerte, by God's permission. Discipline my mind and spirit. Remove confusion and illusion. Strengthen discernment. Teach me to listen more than I speak. Then stop. Purple responds to stillness, not repetition. What a clean response looks like. When purple is working correctly, people often notice clearer thinking, less emotional noise, greater patience, quiet understanding, stronger discernment, less need for reassurance, better judgment, stronger restraint, more thoughtful action. Wisdom settles slowly. There is no rush, no spectacle, no dramatic sign. Just knowing when to act and when to remain still. Final truth. The purple robe is not about being psychic. It is about being disciplined. If you can sit in silence, purple strengthens you. If you chase sensations, purple humbles you. Wisdom does not compete. It does not perform. It does not need witnesses. Respect the purple robe. All of this unfolds under the authority of God Almighty, and La Santísima Muerte moves only by his permission. Sit with this teaching. Wisdom does not announce itself. It waits until you are ready to live it. So, pretty much, I feel like the purple robe is about spiritual grounding. It is about insight. It is about all those things. But thank you for that, Jay. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. But I feel that a lot of people go towards a purple robe because they want to force that spiritual connection. When they use the purple robe, they want to force that connection. And that connection comes with time. It comes when you are ready for it. When you steady your mind, you steady your heart, you steady your soul, things will start to unravel. Hey, what's up, bro? I got my carnal here. What's up, bro? That's my older brother. I don't mean like brother like that's my dog. I mean that's my real brother. What's up, brother? ¿Cómo estás? So I feel that the purple robe does bring you closer to spiritual energy when you're ready to receive it, when you're grounded. When people go after the purple robe and they have expectations that they're going to see visions, they're going to be psychic, they're going to get all these spiritual gifts they didn't have before. It doesn't work that way. You become more spiritual, you could be more woke, you could be more awake for certain things. You could become more receptive if you ground yourself in that way. If you are able to sort of connect with that energy, then all those things can happen. But the primary use for the purple color, if you really want to be honest, is to ground yourself spiritually, to find center spiritually. When people start working with the purple robe, it is a misunderstanding or it's a misconception that you're going to get all these gifts out of nowhere. Gifts can come to you. You can learn your gifts. You can become psychic. You can see visions. You got to train yourself. And I know it sounds funny, but once upon a time, we were more connected to our spiritual selves. With today's modern technology and all the noise and everything, it's hard for us to really connect to that spiritual realm now. So before you connect with the purple robe Santa Muerte, the purple cloak, make sure that you cleanse yourself. You find yourself in a peaceful, let's say, plane. Work with the white Santa Muerte. Remove all that stagnation. Remove all that spiritual clutter that you are carrying. And when you start working with the purple robe Santa Muerte, start it with no expectations. There should be no expectations other than your spiritual growth, other than your spiritual self, and finding center. If you are blessed and you do it right, then you might start getting insights. You might start being connected more to the spiritual realm. You might be able to see, feel things you haven't felt or seen before. But you must do it with clean intention. It's not to be superior. It's not to rise above others. It is to better yourself spiritually, emotionally. That is what the purple robe does for you. It'll balance you. It'll give you insight if you're clear mind, clear heart, and clear soul. You'll start to experience deja vu. You might remember things spiritually that you didn't remember before. You might have visions. You might feel a stronger presence that you haven't felt before. All these things are true. So when people do use the purple robe for connection, I get it. You people want to be able to read cards and tell the future and all this shit. It doesn't really work that way. First, you got to find your center, ground yourself, and then move towards that spiritual connection and hopefully awakening your spiritual gifts. So there's a stronger Santa Muerte color that is more advanced, and I think I'll be talking about it sooner than later. The brown Santa Muerte does connect you to that other spiritual realm, the darker side of things. But again, you got to find balance. With the purple Santa Muerte, your main concern should be just to find your spiritual center. Find yourself spiritually. Once you've reached that sort of Zen moment, you might awaken things within you that you didn't know you had. So keep this in mind. If you're looking for a power up to become psychic, if you're looking like a power up to become a seer, a reader, a healer, spiritually gifted, I'm not saying you can't achieve it. I'm saying it takes time, and your intention has to be clear, and your motives have to be pure, and you have to look at it from a perspective of, do I deserve these gifts, and what am I going to do with them? If you're trying to elevate yourself just to elevate yourself and feel superior spiritually to others, it might not come as quickly. I know a lot of people have this desire to rise, and the reason to rise should always be to better yourself and better the situation of the people around you. Not to keep them under your thumb, not to exploit people, not to treat people like shit. All right, I'll say it. What you get here is spiritual truth. All right, I'm not gonna bullshit you. You can do things the right way, and you can do things the wrong way. And just because you do things the wrong way does not exclude you from getting the gifts. It just might be more corrupted, if that makes sense. There's people that use these things in such a manner to better their situation or further their own agenda. And again, everything does carry a price. If your intention isn't pure, you can still barter with the divine, believe it or not. You'll never hear me say that, oh, you can't do it, it's wrong. No, you can do shit with Santa Muerte that maybe you shouldn't, but it carries a price. So if you're looking to sort of further your spiritual gifts for personal advancement, you can utilize the purple robe cloak Santa Muerte, and you can sort of, do things a little bit, let's say, shady, but everything will carry a price at the end. You can work with her cleanly, or you can work with her by any means necessary. That's going to be totally up to you. I feel that when you work with Santa Muerte, justice should be the primary reasons when you do certain trabajos or certain things, or there's certain ways of achieving growth, right? A lot of people are drawn to her for the darker side. She will bring out the worst in you if you can't control yourself or your energy. She'll enhance you, either good or bad, light or dark. But again, it is going to be up to you. We have free will. We have free will. So at the end of the day, however you attempt to utilize her, some people utilize her for spiritual growth, abundance, control over others, all these things, right? But once you sort of get into that sort of me, just, you're looking for advancement, there's people that are blessed that deserve it. There's people that make deals and, let's say, petition and offer certain things, and they might get their petitions or requests answered. And they offer things maybe not so good, maybe good. However you get it, you got to keep your word. And if you do things on the slighter, darker side, just remember, there's always going to be a price at the end, guaranteed. So try to stay on the straight and narrow. Sometimes we do good things for the bad reasons. Sometimes we do bad things for good reasons. And that's where you learn to judge, and discernment comes in. So once you have discernment, you can then sort of justify certain actions. If you get Santa Muerte in the purple robe and you feel that you have to enhance yourself to protect yourself spiritually or those around you, that's a good reason to elevate. If you want to do it to, let's say, exploit people and keep people under your thumb around you, that might not be the best reason to do it. But either way, you can. It's up to you. Are you going to be, in the light or dark side of things? I feel like I'm right dead in the center. I feel like I'm not neither light or dark. I feel like I am in the gray area. And I think there's a place for people like us, because a lot of us that are here right now travel in that sort of murky area where we do good things for bad reasons or bad things for good reasons. It's all about justice for some of us. We're not all the same. And again, when you're devoted, you can devote yourself to her in whichever which way form you want. Am I saying too much? Am I sharing too much? Or, a ver, who's here right now that can speak? Because again, I stop the comments because people come here and talk shit. And I don't want people to take my energy when I'm on this, on the live. So I don't want to ruin my fucking, my happy mood when they come in here and talk shit. But am I saying too much? Maybe. But again, working with death has a way of bringing out the best in you. Thank you for that, Mars. May you be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you, and God always guide you. Or it can bring out the worst in you. Again, she has a very, very neutral energy. When you work with her, she can walk you to the gates of heaven or the pits of hell. It's gonna be up to you. And again, like, people make deals not just with Santa Muerte, but with divinity. People make deals with divine, let's say, beings all the time. They plead to God for certain things to bring, pain upon their enemies. Gods, please, like, strike these motherfuckers down, blah, blah, blah. So it's just not a Santa Muerte thing. So evil does not live within her. The evil lives within the individual. Does that make sense? People condemn her because she does bad things. It's not her that does the bad things. It's the individual that wish bad things upon people. And she'll let you put a noose around your neck. Don't get it twisted. It may be wrong, but free will is free will. And if you choose to do bad things in her name, that falls upon you. There's no bad in her. There's only justice. There's only, what's right. But the evil lies within each one of us. If that makes sense, give me some likes. If that makes sense, inbox me. Tell me, yeah, I get it. There's nothing evil about her. There's nothing evil about San Judas, Saint Michael. There's no evil in anything. But there's evil within us. And the evil that we bring forth in the world is from our own voice, from our own heart. They'll let you walk the path you want to walk because it is free will, and that's God's will, and that's God's gift to you. It is both a blessing and a curse. Like I say to you constantly, I struggle to be a good person every day. It's much easier to be a fucking heathen. It's much easier to be bad. It's much easier to do all the things that would make me happy in flesh and everything. But when you try to walk the straight and narrow path, that's when it gets good. That's when you test your mettle. That's when you know what you're doing and what you're fighting for, and the things that develop within you will tell you exactly who you are. She'll bring out the best or the worst in you. She'll make you see things clearly or disrupted. Again, all these things unravel before you. And all these things that we decide to do with the energies we're given is based on us. So when people say, oh, she's evil because blah, 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 she's not evil. The evil lies within the human heart and the human spirit. We corrupt ourselves. And she lets us because she's a no judgment being. She, again, will take you to the gates of hell or the gates of heaven. The choice will be yours. So when you work with her, and again, we're talking about the purple robe, Santa Muerte. So I went off the tracks. When you work with the purple robe, Santa Muerte, again, it's for spiritual center. It's for balance. It's for finding your spirituality, right? But some people want to use her to elevate themselves spiritually, to be able to see signs and speak to spirits, because they want to further their own objectives. So when you do these things, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, no judgment here. There's no judgment. But just remember, certain things carry certain weight. So you have to be very clear to yourself on the things that you do. And you have to be very honest with yourself if you're doing them for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. That's where being honest really comes into play. Oh, thank you, Mars, for being here. It says you've been here for a long Like you've been here, you've been one of my constant people in my life. Thank you so much for that. I hope that the things I say make sense to some of you. If you're new here, trust me when I tell you Santa Muerte is not evil. She is not wicked. She is the instrument of God. But God gives us free will. God gives us the ability to choose right from wrong. Thank you for that. It's me, Maria. You be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. So God gives us that free will. How we utilize it and what we choose to do reflects upon us, not upon Santa Muerte. So there is no evil here because they don't see evil. They see what's just, but also they give us free will. So if you decide to one day become devoted to her and propel your energy towards the darker side of things, you can. Nothing says you can't. It's just going to come with a price. And the price may not be evident to you right now, but I've seen those people that as they do wickedness, they age a little bit worse. Their energy feels a bit more sticky. Their health becomes compromised. Their vision gets blurry. Their hearing weakens. All these things are signs when they're not on the right path. And again, like they speak less clear. They speak less. So again, you're going to know the people that are working, let's say, in the kosher way, and the people they're just going to do what they need to do to come up or for whatever. You'll see it. I know some of you have met brujos and brujas and all these people and energies, and they look a little bit, let's say, worn down for their age. Thank you for that. It's me, Maria. May you bless now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Thank you for the follow, Rory Sage. Thank you. All right, so I know you've seen those kind of people that they just look a bit more worn. They look a bit more beat down. It's because they're not practicing the right way. I do trabajos. I do work for people. I do these things and I explain to people thoroughly the outcomes and if they're going to be compromised at the end because of the work they want to do. If you want to do work through me, I explain to you the pros and the cons. I tell you the negative energy that can come to you because you want to do these things. Like when people want to have an amarre on somebody, people don't tell you, or other practitioners won't tell you that if you do that, you're taking away their free will. So you're going against God's ordained plan to give each individual choice. So when you go against free will, you're going against God's promise to us. And going against God, if you don't realize, it's not that good. It's not the way it should be. Right? Right. So when you go against God, you're just going to start to do things the wrong way. And people won't tell you that it's the wrong thing to do. But when I explain to each individual the repercussions of certain trabajos or actions, and they still decide to go forward with the work, even though it might have a negative outcome for them, I simply wash my hands of it. Because I did my job and explained to them that there might be a negative energy at the end of all this, waiting in the shadows. So when you do harm to others or take away free will, if it's not just, there will be a price at some point you have to pay. That's just God-given truth. A lot of people won't tell you these things. I will, because we're here for spiritual reasons. I'm not here to make money based on your downfall. I'm here to try to educate spiritually just a little bit. And you could take what I say as whatever. You don't got to listen. You don't got to be like, this fool's right. You can take this information and be like, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And that's cool. I respect that. But when you take away free will or do bad things, you can do it. Don't get it twisted. You can do these things, but they're going to come with a consequence. And not every time, though, because if you do something foul to somebody that did you wrong, they might deserve it. I don't think it's good. You've seen this. It's me, Maria. Inbox me and I'll tell you what it might be and tell me exactly what it is. Because sometimes they're trying to control you. Is she trying to? Do you feel like she's trying to be controlling over you? Is she devoted or she work with Santeria? Thank you, Jessica Salinas, for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for that. Santeria. Yeah, it's like a controlling thing. Do you get along with her? Can I ask you that? If it's something do you get along with her or not? Does she like you pretty much? Is what I'm asking. Because if she don't like you, that's a problem. Or she's trying to control you. Oh, she hates you. All right. All right. If you want to inbox me, we could try to help you if you like. If not, then I'm telling you, it's because she might be trying to control you and yeah, has disdain over you. Um, but we can help with that obviously. So just inbox me if you want the help, or if you have a connection to certain if you have connection to something, you can ask straight. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and this is the truth. Ready? You don't need me sometimes. What you need is you could petition for yourself if you have a connection. But if sometimes work doesn't really work, if you're too emotionally challenged, if you come to Santa Muerte or any divine creature or divine being and you're not centered, you might not be able to get the petition heard because your energy is off. Does that make sense? So whenever you do any kind of work spiritually, you got to be surgical. You have to be cold and be decisive. You can't let the emotion get the best of you. Buenas tardes, Azael. Azael, ¿cómo estás? How are you? So when you do spiritual work, if it's for you, you have to be less emotional about it and be more surgical about it. You have to be cold. You have to be cunning. You have to be centered. I know it sounds stupid because a lot of people think emotion will make the shit stronger. Sometimes emotion does the opposite. It's going good, bro. It's going good. I'm not gonna lie. Today I was doing a little bit of work in the morning, and I came late. So we were talking about the purple robe, Santa Muerte. We did a teaching on that. I'm gonna do all the colors basically on the teachings, and then I'm gonna go back once we're done and go to the hard truths. Like the first introduction to the colors on my series is gonna touch on the basics. Once we're done with all the colors, we're gonna circle back and I'm gonna do some teachings on the black one that are probably gonna be 4 or 5 different additional teachings of the black color alone, because there's lots of information that people need to sort of realize. Um, that being said, each color is so intricate, we can talk about it for fucking hours, literally hours. Each color we can talk about for hours. But I feel that for beginners, it's good to have the basic information. It's good to have the basic knowledge of let's say the main colors of the robes. Once you get into other colors, I think it becomes more of a energy ideology. Like a lot of people have a turquoise color. I have a turquoise Santa Muerte, and I relate that to let's say luxury and that kind of energy and this and that. So there's lots of colors that are going to be additional teachings that may or may not be mainstream colors. But first, I'm going to go through all the colors that are let's say the main 7 colors, and then we're going to go into them 2 or 3 more times, because each color, believe it or not, is very intricate. The summary of you was wild. Which summary? Who I am or what? That one? The one where I say who I am and what I believe in? Who's who said I was a rapping priest? What the fuck? What'd you see that? It said I was a rapping priest. I don't even think I'm not a priest. I'm not a priest. Shit. Um, what the fuck? Really? It's doing that right now? So I'm a rapping priest? Well, I guess. You never heard me rap? I used to rap when I was a kid, but how the fuck does this shit know that? So it gave a summary of who I am before you came in, and it said a rapping priest. What else? Wow, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's funny. I'll I'll take it. I'll take it. But I don't consider myself to be a priest though. That's where it gets it wrong because I don't. I think I'm more of a teacher, more of a teacher, I guess. Wow. What's now? What, Maria? What? Wow. What happened? Anyways, a rapping priest. Again, I don't think I'm a priest. I'm more of a teacher. I don't know what to call myself. I'm a healer. I'm a teacher. I'm a reader. I don't know exactly what I am, but I'm something. I'm something to somebody, I think, but I don't know exactly what my label is. But I wouldn't call myself a priest. There's nothing holy about me. So a priest is not what I am, but that's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna continue. Um, that threw me off guard. What was I talking about before that? Well, either way, today was about the purple Santa Muerte. We can probably go into each color and talk about them for hours. So turquoise, yeah, turquoise. It's for opulence, luxury. That's what I feel. And again, I think it's more the energy that people put behind it. When they get a new color. But opulence, luxury, fancy shit. That's a turquoise color, I think. Thank you for that. Erica Cantu 6, may you be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Don't get me wrong, I think she looks good in any color, but I'm very biased, right? But I think I'm gonna cover all the main colors first. Then we're gonna go into the deeper explanations of. So the next few teachings I'm gonna do on the colors will be the basics. Then we're gonna go to the middle of the road. Then at the end of the explanations, I'm gonna do the dark side of things. I think to be realistic here, we have to explain the dark side of things as well. Not just the light shit, not just the good shit. We're gonna explain the darkness that comes with it. Because I think that's the responsible thing to do is tell people these things are possible and these things are possible, but also beware of the pitfall of spirituality. And I don't mean just with Santa Muerte, I mean in general. Some people get it fucked up, think they can fucking pray for people's demise, and it doesn't come with a certain kind of, I guess, danger. Like I said earlier, everything carries a cost. So when you pray to Santa Muerte or any cosmic being for that matter, any divine being, if you pray for the downfall of others to hurt others without cause, then you might be, let's say, in debt. But let me tell you the truth. If you pray for someone's downfall, if you request for someone to be hurt, if they deserve it, it will not stay in your soul. If it is something deserving that you need protection, if the people deserve to be, let's say, put through the fucking ringer, then it will not stay in your soul. If you just protect yourself spiritually and you do not do it to be just a jerk, because there's people that hate people just because they fucking hate them, because they're fucking little people. So when you do something upon others that may not be seen as good, but they deserve it because they did you wrong or they try to hurt you or whatever the case may be, if it's warranted, it comes with no cost. It doesn't stay in your soul. It doesn't come with a receipt. It doesn't come with a bill that you have to pay later. But that is what the sermon is. You got to learn what it is that you can get away with, because there's gray areas in this shit, believe it or not. There's gray areas when it comes to spirituality that if you do things right, it will not weigh on your soul. You can ask for justice, right? Because people might have crossed you. And if they deserve punishment, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost your soul anything. But if you do it just to be a fucking asshole, this bitch got a better car than me, fuck this bitch. This fool got a bigger stack than me, fuck this fool. And you do it just because you're a miserable fucking prick, then that does come with a receipt. And you will have to fucking cash that shit in at some point and pay it. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with the kind of energy that you put into this. If you're new to this, follow your intuition. Follow your heart. Follow your inner being. I haven't talked about this in a minute because the energy's been all fucked up. But we all have a divine light within us. We all have divinity within us. We all have spiritual knowledge ingrained in our soul, given to us by our Creator. It is in here. We just forgot to utilize it. We forgot to tap into that energy. We forgot. But that spiritual energy, that light within you, it's fucking there. All you got to do is activate it. Turn it on. Listen to it. Grow. That it's in you. This is my temple. Your mind, body, and soul right now is your temple. You can unlock secrets in your temple that have been buried within you. You have to just tap into it. That's it. And that's why I think people do use the purple Santa Muerte to try to tap into that knowledge and that wisdom. And that's cool. But some people do it because they want to be healers. They want to be spiritually gifted. They want these powers because it thinks it's going to elevate them. Elevation only happens, I think, when you are deserving of it or you trade something for it. That's the truth. When you're worthy of elevation spiritually, it will happen. But some people trade something for it. It'll cost you something if you don't deserve it and you want it so bad because you want to be able to see. You want to be able to fucking discern. You want to be able to, let's say, manipulate people spiritually. That comes with a cost. But if you do it because you want to elevate yourself spiritually and grow as an individual and live in the light of your own temple, then that's cool. It doesn't come with a price. Look, I'm talking a lot about certain things that I think it goes above a lot of people's heads. If you are devoted and you want the purple Santa Muerte to give you powers, it doesn't happen that way. It can happen, but it's going to cost you something if you don't deserve it. But when you find alignment, what I'm telling people is right now is to find alignment. Be aligned with yourself. Be aligned with the energy of the cosmos, of the universe, of death, whatever and however you want to word it. Just align yourself with truth. Do it for the right reasons and it won't cost you a damn thing. Do it for all the wrong reasons, it's going to cost you dearly. And this is me not talking shit. It's me being real with you 100%. This is where we are. If you're here, understand that I will always try to speak truth and not guide you down the wrong path. I will give you the real, as they say, without sugarcoating shit sometimes. Because I'm not going to fucking lie to you. At the same time, I'm not going to fill your head with shit. I'm going to give you the truth as I know it. I'm going to give the truth as I know it. And if it's not truth to you, you don't got to take it. What's up, Pink Moon Tunes? If it's not true for you, then take what I tell you and pick apart the parts you want to utilize. Leave what you don't want, take what you must. Thank you so much. I appreciate the shout out, Pink Moon Tunes. And again, I do it because I'm called to do it. And I hope it shows. Again, devotion is devotion. And I do it because I feel a calling to it. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the thanks. I mean, sometimes this is a thankless job. Oh, thank you. It's me, Maria. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest. I think my soul is not as beautiful as people think it is, but I'm working on it. I've always said, there's nothing perfect about me. And I don't come here pretending to be something I'm not. When I come before you guys, I come in the simplest way possible. This is me at my core. This is me, not with fancy clothes, not trying to be all that. I come to you like this because this is who I am. I'm a simple motherfucker. I've done wrong in my life. I've done good in my life. I've done some very horrible things. I've done some very great things. Do I think I'm special? Fuck no, I don't. Do I think I'm on the right path? I think I am. And in the process to getting to where I need to go, I want to help those trying to find themselves as well. Not because it's for me, it's because it's my calling, I think. So I appreciate that so much, Esme Maria. And again, Ariel, Pink Moon Tunes, you guys, David, you guys have really have given me compliments and comments that I really do appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I know I'm not nothing special, because at the end of the day, I breathe, I bleed, I will perish. And the moment I'm here will be a blink of an eye, if that. So in the big scheme of things, I don't think there's anything special about me. But while I'm here, I'm going to try to do special things so that maybe I could find my way into the grace of God in Santa Muerte and be able to, have that perpetual life we all work for. We all make mistakes. We all make bad choices. We all make decisions that we might regret here and there. But it's always the right time to correct yourself. It's always the right time to align yourself. It is always the right time to start making better choices. In life, in spiritual practices, in the way you carry yourself, in the way you praise, in the way you treat others. It's never too late to start being who you were meant to be. Because I'm telling you, a lot of you right now here don't realize how great you are and the potential you have, because we've been dimmed. Our light has been slowly turned down, and they want us to believe we're not special. You are divine. You are a creation of God, the Creator, the Alpha, the Omega, whatever you want to call it. You're blessed. You're strong. You're special. Because every soul, as different as it is from one another, each individual soul is special. There's not two alike. In the existence of humanity, in the existence of human knowledge, not one or two minds have ever been identically the same. We are so different, but yet so much the same. We want the basic things. We want love. We want connection. We don't want to feel alone. For all those people that think they want to be alone or pretend they want to be the lone wolf, that's not in our nature. We pretend, because I pretend. And it's truth. So as different as we may be, we're very much the same, but not every soul is the same. So we're all individually special in the eyes of our Creator. And the divine light within you shines bright. You just don't know it yet. We have great wisdom, great strength, great intuition locked between or locked within us. All you got to do is tap into it. Believe that you are more than you are, and you will be more than you ever dreamed of being. Okay? I think that if anything you take away today from this fucking rant is that you have the potential for anything and everything, good and bad, for personal happiness, personal triumph, personal whatever, spirituality, abundance, love. You just got to believe that you deserve it, because you do. We deserve it. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now, and I'm gonna move on. That was the teaching for today. All right. If you have questions, feel free to inbox me. And I'm gonna be honest. I've missed a lot of text messages from people because on TikTok, I just realized they moved the messaging around. So I haven't responded to a lot of people because they moved the messages around, and I didn't even know that they were in a different slot or a different place. So I apologize if I haven't responded to you guys. It's just, what can I say? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but either way, if you guys liked the teaching of today, inbox me, tell me what you felt, if you learned anything, tell me if anything moved you. I like that. Or just keep liking the live. I appreciate that. So look, I'm gonna move away from this. I will be releasing the Bible I've been writing soon. I'm worried that I keep going back to it and I keep trying to edit it, add, subtract. It's been a labor of love for about, I think, 3 to 5 years. And I want to make sure that whatever I put out is put out with a lot of love, devotion, and I don't want it to be just some fucking bullshit, So I've been very careful with who I share it with because I want to make sure that it's just right. So that'll be coming out soon. I'm trying to find a way to print this fucking thing, or if I could just put it on, on sale and do a digital thing. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reading the Bible here piece by piece. It'll be a long read, then I'm gonna post it on Patreon. This is not a Bible that I found. This is not a Bible that whatever. It's a Bible that I've been writing for about 3 to 5 years, to be honest with you. I don't know how long it's been. But I feel that it's my truth. It's what I believe to be true. And there's gonna be some insight, hopefully, that helps people get along here with her. And I hope that it hits the nerve it's supposed to. Nah, I'm nervous, Pink Moon Tunes. It's been something that I've been trying to release for 2 years, I think, already. And I refuse to release it because I'm nervous. I don't want to put my thoughts out there and all this shit and it'd be totally wrong. So I'm trying to find discernment. I'm getting all the signs to say, yeah, go for it. This is it. And I'm like, fuck, but wait, I want to edit this. I want to change that. I want to change this. I want to change that. And it's like, I keep getting intuition to just let it go and it's fine. But because it's something so special to me, I want to make sure it's fucking perfect. Yeah, but I don't want to put it out some bullshit, and then you get called out on it. Because the motherfuckers are brutal nowadays. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are brutal. They ain't no fucking, ain't no gonna be no friendly shit. People don't like it. And I'm already gonna be ready for the hate. Oh yeah, I was talking about purple. Were you here for the purple? As a matter of fact, today I was talking about the purple robe. So funny you mentioned it. If you weren't here for that, just that's funny. Um, anyways, I'll let. All right, cool. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I'm gonna do my spiritual reading for tomorrow. I'll do it here. So I do different things for Patreon, different things for TikTok. The teachings that I did earlier, I'll post them on Patreon. I'm not gonna lie, your boy needs to make some fucking money to pay his mortgage and his bills. This year, I'm trying to take care of the certain things that I've neglected for so long, which I'll be honest, this is gonna sound fucked up, but I haven't put myself first for a long time. And I struggle. So this year is a year I'm trying to organize myself to not always be struggling. And I hope that don't sound bad. I hope you guys understand. I'm not trying to be a fucking jerk, but I need to maintain. I got kids, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm trying to not make fucking mad money, but just make enough to not be behind on everything. You know, I'm behind on my light bill, behind on my fucking, I had to do a mortgage adjustment and re it's been a mess. I don't got a car currently. My shit got repoed. I fucking drive a borrowed car that my mom lets me borrow. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't no shame here. I stopped taking care of myself because I thought I had to take care of others for so long. So that's a lesson for y'all. You can't take care of everyone around you if you can't take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's truth. So hopefully you guys learn from my stupid mistakes because I put people before me for so long that I felt like I owed something. Like I really felt like I was doing a penance. I really felt like I needed to do right because of all the wrong things I've done in my lifetime. I had a misspent youth. I did things in my childhood or my adolescence or teenage years or young adult life that I felt needed penance. I felt like I needed to make up for my misdeeds. And fuck, and she always provides. Dude, without my mother right now, like I would be on foot. I wouldn't be able to see my kids. You know what I mean? Because my kids live an hour and a half away, and I wouldn't be able to see my kids. So I'm thankful. Every hardship has brought a blessing upon me. Every hardship has made me stronger. Every hardship has pushed me forward to where I need to be. And every hardship is a lesson that we must learn from. Like, again, every time people experience a setback, they're missing the bigger picture. They're missing the plan. They're missing the message being shown. And although it took me a while to sort of put myself in a more, let's say, positive point of view towards myself, I'm there now. And I know that I have to take care of certain things before I can take care of other people. And again, always make sure that you're okay before you make anyone else okay. You can't save lives if you're drowning yourself. You can't put out a fire if you are just in flames. You know what I'm saying? So always make sure that you take care of the number one person in your life. And I know it's hard to say this, but without you, the people around you can't function. So you got to make sure you're well. All right? Just remember that. All right, this is going to be a spiritual reading for tomorrow. This is the collective reading for tomorrow. So here we go. Ready? This is for tomorrow. This is a spiritual reading for tomorrow. Spiritual reading for February 3rd, 2026. Spoken under God Almighty and La Santa Muerte. The sun remains in Aquarius. This energy is not emotional. It is observant. It is corrective. Aquarius does not rush you forward and it does not drag you backward. It pulls you out of the noise. You can finally see what has been influencing you without your consent. God is not asking you to change today. He is asking you to understand. Because once you understand clearly, change becomes unavoidable. February 3rd carries an energy of detachment, but not coldness. This is not about shutting down. This is about stepping back far enough to see the whole picture. You may notice today that certain situations feel less charged. Certain people feel less powerful over your emotions. Certain thoughts that once ruled you feel quieter. That is not distance, that is growth. God removes confusion by removing emotional fog. What remains is truth. And truth does not argue, it simply stands. The moon continues to support mental clarity and internal processing. This is not a moon that asks you to express, it asks you to notice. Notice where you keep explaining yourself. Notice where you keep hoping instead of acting. Notice where you already know the outcome but delay the decision. Your spirit is not confused today. Your habits might be. Your emotions might resist, but your inner knowing is clear. La Santa Muerte walks close in moments like this. Not to take, to separate. She separates illusion from reality, attachment from truth, fear from fact. If something feels thinner today, less solid than it once did, it is because it was never meant to be permanent. You are being shown what holds weight and what does not. This is not loss of energy. This is sorting your energy. Mercury supports honest internal dialogue today, not conversations for show, not speeches, internal honesty. You may find yourself less interested in debating and more interested in deciding, less interested in convincing and more interested in acting. God is removing the need for external approval. You do not need everyone to agree for something to be right. You do not need validation to move forward. You need alignment. Venus continues to test value and authenticity. Relationships today are measured by truth, not closeness. Who respects your boundaries even when they don't benefit from them? Who listens without trying to control? Who allows you to be honest without punishment? This also applies to how you treat yourself. Are you respecting your own limits? Or are you still betraying yourself to keep peace? Peace built on self-betrayal does not last. Mars supports quiet resolve today. This is not aggressive energy. It is deliberate energy. You may feel a strong urge to stop engaging in things that drain you, to stop explaining the same thing, to stop revisiting decisions already made in your spirit. That is not avoidance. That is maturity. God does not require constant struggle to prove faith. He requires wisdom. Jupiter continues inner expansion. Your belief system is shifting, not dramatically, structurally. What you once believed you had to tolerate is being questioned. What you once believed was just how things are is being exposed as a choice. You are realizing you have more authority over your life than you were taught to believe. Saturn's influence keeps this grounded. There are consequences to clarity. Once you see something clearly, you cannot unsee it. Once you understand, pretending becomes heavy. That heaviness is not punishment, it is accountability. February 3rd is not loud, it is precise. This is a day for clean decisions, quiet boundaries, internal alignment. God is not asking you to fix everything. He is asking you to stop lying to yourself about one thing. One truth acknowledged today will change the direction of the week. La Santa Muerte's presence today is calm and firm. She reminds you that clarity is protection, that truth saves time, that dragging things out weakens the spirit. If something ends today, it ends cleanly. If something continues, it does so with honesty. Nothing halfway survives this energy. The tarot card of the day is the Hermit, upright. This card appears because wisdom is being chosen over noise. The Hermit does not isolate out of fear. He steps back to see clearly. This card asks, are you willing to sit with truth long enough to hear it? Are you willing to choose wisdom over comfort? Are you willing to trust your inner guidance without needing permission? The hermit does not rush, but he does not wander. He knows where he is going. Today is about direction through understanding, not forcing answers, not chasing signs, not demanding certainty, just clarity. And clarity is enough. Affirmation of the day. I trust the clarity God places within me. I honor truth without fear. God guides my understanding. La Santa Muerte protects my discernment. All right, that's the reading for tomorrow. That's the collective reading. And before I continue to the birthday reading, in case you didn't fucking know, tomorrow at Jack in the Box, it's 2 tacos for 75 cents. Now, let me tell you, those tacos are not meat. They're nasty. They're gross. But god damn it, they're fucking, I don't know what those tacos do that makes me want to fucking eat them. The sauce isn't good. It's fucking more tofu than meat. It's not even fried that crispy. The lettuce is nasty, hot, and it fucking shrivels up like fucking canned spinach. But god damn it, I don't know why that shit's so fucking good. Tell me I'm lying, Ariel. Those things have no reason to be desired. Those tacos might be the worst shit ever, but they're fucking good. I can't help but to eat them. Maybe because I grew up on that shit. Maybe because whatever. They're delicious. Bro, they're nasty. I know. But I can't. But I'm gonna get me some tacos for 75 cents tomorrow. 2 tacos for 75 cents tomorrow, Jack in the Box. If anyone here can tell me they wouldn't eat those things, you're a better person than I am, because I can't help myself with those fucking things. There's nothing about those things that say I should like them. Nothing. Let's go. Pick me up, es mi Maria. Do you live? Look, I'll be honest. Jack in the Box, my favorite things was the potato wedges. They took them out. I don't know if they're back. But those fucking tacos, damn. Those tacos have no reason to be desired, no reason to sound good, no reason to even still be on the fucking menu. But I'm gonna go get them. Arizona, well, it's gonna take you a while, so you better come early. All right, who here hates those tacos? If you hate those tacos, I don't know, send me a message. They're not even tacos. They're tofu and God knows what else, and who knows what they're made of, but they're delicious. All right? I don't give a fuck. They are delicious. Everything about them is wrong. But god damn it, it's so right. Like fuck. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know why I like them. I just know I do. And they're nasty, and I know it. Nobody's perfect. All right, this is a birthday reading. Thought I'd share that with you in case you like those tacos. 2 for 75 cents tomorrow. That's eating on a budget. All right, here we go. Birthday reading for those born February 3rd for your year ahead. Spoken under God Almighty and La Santa Muerte. Being born on February 3rd places you in the energy of connection, communication, and conscious choice. You are not meant to live disconnected from your truth or split between who you are and who others expect you to be. You are meant to align your words, actions, and values. This birthday year is about alignment through choice. Not drifting, not people pleasing, choosing with integrity. This is a year where indecision begins to feel heavier than making a hard choice. Staying halfway committed drains you. Trying to keep all options open creates stress. Peace returns when you choose what actually fits and lets the rest fall away. Strong Aquarian energy surrounds your birthday, sharpening your mind and strengthening your need for authenticity. You are more aware of where you have been saying yes out of habit rather than intention. That awareness demands correction now. God is not asking you to sacrifice connection. God is asking you to choose honest connection. This year pushes you to stop engaging in relationships, conversations, or commitments that require you to hide parts of yourself. When alignment is missing, tension grows. When truth is honored, clarity follows. La Santa Muerte walks beside you as a guardian of clean decisions and honest bonds. She cuts cords to relationships built on confusion, mixed signals, or unspoken expectations. What remains becomes stronger. Emotionally, this year brings maturity. You stop confusing attachment with alignment. You recognize when something feels familiar, but no longer feels right. That recognition protects you. This does not make you distant, it makes you clear. Your communication becomes more direct and intentional. You say what you mean without layering it in fear or reaction. You stop negotiating your needs to avoid discomfort. Respect grows when honesty is consistent. Some people may resist this clarity. They were comfortable when things were undefined. The resistance shows where imbalance existed. Relationships are tested by choice this year, not attraction, by choice. Any relationship that survives this year does so because both people are choosing each other honestly. Relationships built on convenience, confusion, or avoidance begin to dissolve. You are not meant to keep everyone close this year. You are meant to choose what is real. Your growth deep depends on commitment and follow through. Choosing once is not enough. Living the choice daily restores peace and confidence. God blesses alignment this year, not compromise that betrays truth. Spiritually, this year is clarifying faith becomes relationship, honesty with God and yourself. You stop asking what you should want and start honoring what you know is right. Faith this year is choice followed by consistency. La Santa Muerte reminds you that bonds built in truth protect you. Bonds built in confusion weaken you. Tarot card of the year, the Lovers. This card defines your year. The Lovers represents conscious choice, alignment, values, and honest connection. This is not about romance alone. It is about choosing in harmony with your truth. This card confirms that your year revolves around decisions that shape your relationships, commitments, and direction. When choices are made honestly, peace follows. The Lovers teaches that alignment is chosen, not assumed. This year rewards integrity, clarity, and consistent commitment. Days of good energy. These days bring clarity, alignment, and strengthen connection when you choose honestly. February 5th, 2026. A clear choice brings immediate emotional relief. April 1st, 2026. Alignment Day. A conversation or decision strengthens trust. June 13th, 2026. Commitment energy. Choosing what fits restores confidence. July 18th, 2026. Connection deepens through honesty and presence. October 6th, 2026. Clarity Day. A relationship or path becomes obvious. January 2nd, 2027. Peace settles. You feel secure in the choices you made. Days of bad energy. These days test honesty and commitment. Avoiding truth here creates tension. February 19th, 2026. Indecision pressure. Avoiding a choice increases anxiety. April 15th, 2026. Mixed signals. Saying yes while meaning no causes confusion. June 19th, 2026. Attachment pull. Holding on out of fear drains energy. August 19th, 2026. Boundary test. Someone challenges your clarity. Stay firm. November 8th, 2026. Conflict avoidance. Silence where honesty is needed weakens trust. January 3rd, 2027. Emotional fatigue. Recommit to what you choose or release it. These are not fear days, they are alignment checks. This birthday year is about choosing what matches your truth and living it fully. You are not losing connection, you are refining it. God is guiding your choices. La Santa Muerte is guarding the bonds that remain. Choose honestly, commit clearly, walk forward aligned. All right, that's the birthday read. And if tomorrow's your birthday, I want tacos. I can't tomorrow, 75 cents for 2 tacos. Hi, Kenya, how are you? Again, tomorrow, 2 tacos for 75 cents at Del Taco. I mean, at Jack in the Box. My bad. I'm over here talking about Del Taco. Now I want tacos. Hi, Kenya. Thank you. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Tomorrow, the tacos at Jack in the Box are 2 for 75 cents for their 75th anniversary. So tomorrow, I'll be a cheap date if anyone wants to take me out. All right? All right, cool. Anyways, I'm going to do the thank you for that. May be blessed now forever. May Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Again, tomorrow, 75 cents tacos at Jack in the Box. They're not real tacos. They might not be real food, but they're real tasty. That's all I got to say. All right, let me do the prayer for tomorrow. Here we go. Prayer for February 3rd, 2026, spoken under God Almighty and la Santa Muerte. Let us pray. God Almighty, creator of truth, clarity, and right thought, we come before you today asking not for more answers, but for honest understanding. Today calls for mental alignment. Help us cut through confusion without force or fear. Show us where indecisions have lingered and give us the courage to name what is true instead of circling it. If our thoughts feel scattered, bring focus. If doubt has taken root, expose whether it is wisdom or avoidance. Teach us that clarity grows when we stop negotiating with ourselves after truth has already been revealed. God, help us speak cleanly today, not harshly, not emotionally, but honestly. Guide our words so they carry integrity, and our silence so it carries intention. Santa Muerte, guardian of truth, discernment, and sacred endings, stand beside us as illusion falls away. Protect us from clinging to what no longer aligns simply because it is familiar. Help us release false narratives, old expectations, and mental habits that cloud our judgment. Walk with us as we simplify, as we say less and mean more, as we choose clarity over comfort and truth over delay. May today sharpen our awareness. May it strengthen our inner authority. May our actions reflect honesty, decisiveness, and alignment. We place this clarity, this truth, and this mental discipline into your hands. Amen. Okay, that's the prayer for tomorrow. All right, that's prayer for tomorrow. So now those are the things I do here live, but then I'm gonna do it for these are gonna be posted on Patreon. So then I'm gonna do the TikTok readings and TikTok birthday reading and all that stuff. So they're much shorter, they're compressed. The reason that is because I do this on TikTok because if it's really long, it gets no views. And I'm trying to push people to go pretty much sign up for my Patreon. There's a hidden, agenda. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a liar. Fuck it. All right, here we go. This is a spiritual reading for TikTok, all right? Spiritual reading for February 3rd, 2026, spoken under God Almighty and la Santa Muerte. Today's energy is quiet, clear, and serious. The sun remains in Aquarius, and this is not about emotion or reaction. It is about seeing things exactly as they are. God is not asking you to do more today. He is asking you to understand more. Pay attention to what feels lighter, thinner, or less powerful over you now. That is clarity replacing illusion. La Santa Muerte stands close today, separating truth from attachment. What no longer holds weight is being revealed without drama. You are not losing anything today. You are sorting. The tarot card of the day is the Hermit upright. This card appears because wisdom is louder than noise right now. Step back, observe, trust what you already know. Clarity is protection. Follow me on Patreon for the full spiritual reading. Link is in my bio. So if you guys heard the other read for Patreon, It's way longer, right? This is a very condensed version of that. It's probably under a minute or a minute or so. So because of that, I think they get more views on TikTok, and I place them everywhere else. But on Patreon, you get the full extended read. All right. So if you want to help your boy out, you can go sign up for that shit. All right, here we go. This is the birthday read for TikTok. Birthday reading for those born February 3rd for your year ahead, spoken under God Almighty and La Santa Muerte. This birthday year is about alignment, honest connection, and conscious choice. You are being guided to stop living halfway, committed and start choosing. Committed and start choosing what is truly fits. Your guiding tarot card of the year is the Lovers. This card is about values, alignment, and decisions made with integrity. Peace comes when your choices match your truth. God is guiding you to choose honestly over comfort. Avoiding decisions only creates tension. La Santa Muerte walks beside you, cutting confusion and protecting bonds built on truth. When you choose clearly, clarity follows. This year rewards integrity, commitment, and living in alignment. For the full birthday reading, including solar influences and days of good and bad energy, follow me on Patreon. Link is in my bio. All right. And now we're going to go down to the last thing we're going to do, which is the prayer for TikTok. Then I'm going to get off and do my posting. All right. Here we go. God Almighty, bring clarity to our thoughts today and help us name what is true without fear or delay. Santa Muerte, stand beside us as illusion fall away and guide us to speak and act honestly. May our actions today reflect clarity, decisiveness, and truth. Amen. For the extended prayer, follow me on Patreon. Link is in my bio. So, Ken, the prayer on TikTok is about 30 seconds. On Patreon, it's going to be about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. All right. So, look, I've been on for a while now, about an hour and a half. So, I'm going to get off. I got to start posting these videos. Tomorrow, I'll try to be here earlier. Tomorrow, I'll try to do two teachings. If there's anything you guys want to learn, if you want me to base a teaching on something, inbox me. So, I'm going to take requests right now. If there's something you want to learn about Santa Muerte and I could do a teaching about it, I will do it. Just give me the things you want to learn and I'll fucking do it. Not tomorrow, but I got to get it together. If there's something specific you want to learn about Santa Muerte as a beginner, as an intermediate, or advanced person, if it's advanced questions, I might do it down the road further, but I'll make sure to do that teaching. Anyways, inbox me. If there is something you want to learn, and if I already did it, I'll tell you I already did it and go look it up. But if I haven't, I'll make sure to fucking do it and I'll fucking send you a message. You want to learn about that? All right, Ariel, there you go. I will do the owl. Let me get it together. That's something you want to learn about? Did you hear that? That felt good. My fucking back cracked. That felt good. Is there any masseuses on this bitch that could fucking crack my back? That'll be fucking lovely. Anyways, if there's something you guys want to learn, inbox me. I'll do some. You know what, Ariel? Send me a message to my phone that you want us to do something on the owl, and I'll do something on the owl. All right? And I'll let you know for sure when it is. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get off the live now. I got to go post these videos. I'm tired. I'm not hungry. I had my Ozempic shot yesterday. So I'm not that hungry right now. But tomorrow, I will have those nasty-ass tacos. If you guys have a nasty-ass taco tomorrow from fucking Jack in the Box, inbox me. I will probably go to Jack in the Box and take a fucking picture and post it on my shit and be like 75-cent tacos at Jack in the Box, 2 for 75 cents. Because I am a fool. All right. Anyways, everyone, have a beautiful night. All right. I'll respond to you right now. It's me, Maria. All right. Thank you guys so much on TikTok and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for the follow. Who followed me? Thank you for the follow. Who was it? Chana Chula 14. Thank you for the follow. So thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the loves. If you have any questions, inbox me. If you want to learn something about Santa Muerte, inbox me the topic, and I'll do a teaching on it soon. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Love y'all. I'll be back.